man. And I tell you, man, these sites, they will pick something up in a heartbeat and they will run with it, and they can really make you look like, man, you need to do something about yourself. But this one right here, man, I'm gonna call it like it is, and I say I'm gonna call it like it is because Matt Riddle kind of like got the worst end of this deal right here. Of course, we heard what happened with Brock Lesnar putting his hand on him and saying, "Hey, man, we ain't working. It ain't happening, and you need to stop." Hey.
His quote was, "Kid, you might as well stop saying my name and tagging me and stuff because you and I will never work together ever."
Now that's a serious moment right there. And then I was looking at on in social media, actually on some of the sites, and they was talking about Matt Riddle said, "Man, forget that. I want the title shot. I'm taking his career. I'm going to finish Brock Lesnar. I'm going to put him out." And when you see that kind of stuff, you can say, "Oh man, this kid really got a problem." But what I saw was they did a package on Matt Riddle. Keith Lee was in the package as well, and it was these young guys arriving to the arena, looking at the sight of man. This is it. This is the Rumble. We finna be in it. And he was asked a question about Brock Lesnar, obviously, and then he answered the question. He said, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna be the one to do this. I'm gonna spend his career." So it was before he actually got his hands laid on him. So they actually made it look like he was rebutting what Brock Lesnar said. So I say, man, watch what you say. You know what I mean? First and foremost, Matt, because guys out there can really make you look like something that you really aren't. So, and that's what I'm always talking about with social media and whatnot, saying stuff and whatnot. And it looked like he was working, and they made it look like it was a shoot. So I say I'm gonna take a right hand on this one.
Well, my thing is this: I think that when you talk about the media and what they can do, I mean, this altercation to me wasn't surprising.
No, it wasn't surprising
because we've heard of Matt, here just a couple months ago when he had the whole thing with Goldberg. You said something about it. Lance Storm, I think, was involved, and Matt, responded and said what he said. And Goldberg and he had an altercation backstage, right? And I had heard since Matt came into NXT, his gimmick essentially in a lot of ways has been, "I'm going to retire Brock Lesnar." He said that since day one, and I'm sure if you can answer this. Before you work an angle with somebody or before you try to get something started, should you give them a heads up? Should you say, hey brother, you're about to see some stuff on social media. It's all good. I'm just trying to get some stuff started.
Well, you got to know somebody first in order to be able to do something like that. This ain't the UFC, okay?
Right.
And that's what I want to relate. Also, this is not the UFC where you see these guys talking so much smack to each other, back and forth and whatnot. Now, on the other hand, when the Corey Graves thing started, with you and I,
yeah,
when all of those reports came out, I called Corey Graves and said, "Man, don't say nothing. Just let it ride. Let's see. Let's see if you get a few clicks out of this. Let's see if we get a few more followers. Whatnot. And it became something. But we both knew what was up.
And y'all had a prior relationship.
We had. Everybody else thought Corey and I had a lot of heat already, so we was like, okay, if they think we got heat, let's do something with it.
Right.
They thought, Corey Graves took my job, so I was like, man, let's do something with it. You know what, man? Because that's the way I am. It's not like I said, it's not about me. Corey, big ups, man. This guy on the road 52 weeks out of the year. Working.
So you're saying though with Matt Riddle, if you don't know Brock,
look, man, like I say, this is not the UFC. Okay, you can't go. If someone don't want to work with you, and if someone don't like you, it definitely can become a problem for you. When back in the day when guys had a reputation to where someone didn't like them because of certain reasons, and it started becoming viral and going around, and it wasn't just this one guy saying it, and then it wasn't just this one guy saying it, then it wasn't just this one guy saying it. And then finally, the one guy who meant something, he said something about it. That guy got fired. I'm serious. That's normally the way this is professional wrestling.
Right.
This is not the UFC, to where it's okay, cool is to create controversy in the UFC especially when it's real and it's organic to where the fans are buying into it. But with professional wrestling, it's not like that. You don't come and go into business for yourself in professional wrestling. So that's why I feel like this deal right here, he was in character one moment, and then the media took the character and made it a shoot because of what happened, on Sunday. So I just feel like I say there again, be careful what you say. Be careful, and like I say, even if you're just messing around, think about what you're gonna say before you say it, because people can take it and interpret it. People can take it, switch it around. People can take it and edit it and make it sound like what they want it to sound like. And trust me, that's what you don't want.
And next thing you know, you got a rep.
Yeah, right? Then you got a reputation, and you're really not that guy. But this one right here, I don't throw it all on Riddle, because from the package that's in the clip that's on social media, well, on one of the sites, it actually gives you everything verbatim as far as what he said. But you got to click on the video to actually really see what it is. And if you don't click on the video to see what the video was, you don't really understand all of the interpretations that you're reading. It sounds totally misconstrued. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But just, I guess, lesson to be learned, right? I guess on Matt Riddle's
No,
part.
it is a lesson to be learned. It's definitely a lesson to be learned, because I'm sure he probably saw it and go, "Oh man, I didn't say that." And then he go and look at it. He go, "But I did say it." You know what I mean?
It's not the way it's being portrayed.
Exactly. So yeah.
But
definitely.
also, don't work an angle unless you know the guy.
Don't work an angle unless you know the guy, man. That's just not. It's bad for business. It's bad for business. That's just the way I feel about it. Hey, man.